Hi everyone, this is Key, and today I wanted to do a new video series on my monthly favorites. It's a pretty popular series on YouTube, so I don't think I have to explain myself, but basically I'm just going to talk about products that I've used on a regular basis this month. So first, I'm going to talk about the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Blonde, because I have been using this without fail every single day, and not necessarily as a blush, mostly as a highlighter actually. So I've just been using this side, the lighter side of this, and usually I don't get a brush and mix the whole compact. I just kind of use my finger and rub it on the left side, and then I'll put it right here as a highlight, and it looks very shimmery inside this compact, but it's actually not when it goes on your face, and it's this beautiful sheen. It really looks like the light is just hitting your face at a perfect angle. And I also use this color right underneath my brow bone, from like the arch all the way till the very end. So I've been really loving this skin finish. The next product is very inexpensive. It's the shade Nutty from the Wet n Wild Color Icon Singles. And it is the most beautiful satin taupe color, very cool toned, very nutty, and it's just the perfect color if you're gonna run out of your house in 5 minutes and you just need to put very quick makeup on. This is the perfect all over lid color, and you can just add like a matte dark brown or kind of like a shimmery cool tone dark brown if you want to do your outer V, but literally takes 2 minutes and super buttery. The consistency is as buttery as the Urban Decay or the Too Faced eyeshadows for $1.99, and sometimes you can get them on sale for 99 cents. So I'm definitely repurchasing this. I've been using this pretty consistently. I wouldn't say every single day, but I would say about half the month I've used this, and I'm using it now. I used that eyeshadow in conjunction with the Too Faced Natural Eye Palette, which is a collection of 9, and I actually have a much more detailed review, which I'll link down below, that I did, and there's a bunch of photos on my blog. But the colors that I've been using this month from this palette are Velvet Revolver and Sexpresso, which are the 2 matte colors. And I've also been using the Heaven, which is the matte white, but I don't use it as much simply because it doesn't show up very well on my skin, and so if I'm using a highlighter, I'll tend to go with the Mineralized Skin Finish. But this is a really lovely palette, and the only color I don't use from here is Nude Beach. It's just got too much fallout. The color is way too similar to Silk Teddy, which has a much better staying power and just doesn't have the huge chunks of glitter in it. But these matte colors are absolutely amazing, and this is $36, and I would probably buy it just for the 2 matte colors. The next product in my monthly favorites is this eye makeup remover from Sephora. This is $8 at Sephora, and when I originally purchased it, I hated it. And when I started my makeup blog, I think I had talked about how much I hated this, and recently someone emailed me and said, hey, I saw your vlog post, and I really love this eye makeup remover. The trick is that you have to put a lot more than you expect and shake it really well. So I was kind of skeptical, but you know, I decided to try it. So I shook it up really well, and then I put more than I usually do on a cotton pad, and was still really skeptical, but it took off all my waterproof makeup completely, and so I am a new convert. It says Pro Vitamin B5. I don't know if that's actually good. I don't know if putting any vitamins in your eye is good, but this is really, really effective, and just make sure you shake it up really well and put more product than you would expect with other eye makeup removers, but I really like this. And of course, I cannot have this monthly favorites video without putting my HG concealer. I've done an entire video on this, so I'm not going to spend any time talking about this, but I literally have not been wearing any BB cream or foundation. I just use this concealer, and usually I won't put any sort of finishing powder on. You can if you have more oily skin, but I have very dry skin, so I just wear this alone, and it's really great. The next product is something that I have been meaning to purchase for a long time, and I just haven't gotten around to it, and one day I stopped at the Nordstrom matte counter, and asked for more of a bronzer type of blush, and they suggested this color, which is Gingerly, and it's part of their sheer tone blushes, which is my favorite type of blush from MAC, because you can really layer it on and it doesn't look powdery or cakey. It just looks really, really natural. This is actually the blush slash bronzer that I'm wearing today, and because I have such light skin, it works as a bronzer. I don't know if it would work for darker toned skin, but this is a lovely, lovely, almost like a, it's very similar to the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in Exposed. I have it right here. This should also be in my monthly favorites. It's just a little bit older. I've had this since Christmas, so, and you can see it's, this is a little bit more of a warmer orangey kind of tone, but still similar effect on the skin though. And I'm definitely going to use this during the summer. I'm wearing it today, and I don't put it really on my cheeks. I just put it in this like kind of C curve right here, and I'll also put it right here just to give my skin some color, because I am deathly pale and can't tan. I sunburn extremely easily, so this is a must-have for me during the summer. And speaking of being sunburned, I'm going to show you my favorite liquid moisturizer slash sunscreen. I mainly use this as a sunscreen actually. I don't really use it as a moisturizer. I have a different moisturizer that I use, but this is SPF 50 and it's the Neutrogena Healthy Defense Liquid Moisturizer. I love the Neutrogena moisturizers because it has broad spectrum UVA and UVB rays, and actually a lot of the liquid sunscreens in the US don't really say if they cover UVA rays, which are for the most part the actual rays that cause wrinkles, not so much UVB rays. And this is great because it definitely covers both. If you look at Asian sunscreens, it'll say PA, like triple plus or something like that. You'll see it on Shiseido packaging, but that's what basically is saying that they cover a broad spectrum of UVA and UVB rays, which is really important. So I got this because I was going to buy the Kiehl's liquid sunscreen, and I had tested out a sample of it and I just couldn't stand the smell, and it just was a little too runny on me. And so this is perfect. It's very liquid. It's like a very milky consistency, but it smells great, and I usually put it on right after like concealer, but before I put on any sort of blush. I'll just drizzle it. Literally, drizzle is the perfect word. I drizzle it onto my fingers, and then I will just pat it like this, and I pat it into my skin. I don't rub like this because that'll take away your makeup. You just have to pat it into your skin, and it works great, and it covers really well. And then I can put my blush on after 5 to 10 minutes, and looks completely matte. It doesn't give you that white cast or that kind of shimmery, shiny look, so I really like this. I'm wearing it today also. And it's just getting more sunny. It's good to protect your skin so that you don't have to use these expensive wrinkle treatments when you get older. And the last thing in my monthly favorites is this Victoria's Secret Very Sexy Now perfume. And I don't know if this is limited edition. I think it might be, but I do think they come out with this every summer. So the 2012 version should be coming out soon. I don't actually know what year this is from, but I purchased it in the last semi-annual sale, and it is the best smelling perfume. However, the staying power is not very good, and I usually use this Scotta, Island Kiss, Pacific Paradise, Rock and Rio, that entire line of very fruity, kind of summery scents, which I love, and that staying power is much better. This probably lasts for 3 to 5 hours, which isn't that long. The Scotta ones last the entire day and through the night. But the scent, I'm going to read it to you, it's Lush Pear, Rainforest Papaya Flower, and Calla Lily. And so it's the most amazing scent. People comment on the scent all the time when I'm wearing it. It just doesn't have too much staying power, but I've been using this every day. Anyway, so I really love it. It's 2.5 fluid ounces, and I got it on sale for some like ridiculous low amount, like $15 or $12 or something. So it was a good purchase for me. I don't know if I would purchase it full price at $50, but definitely look out for this line, Very Sexy Now, during their semi-annual sales. So that is it for my beauty favorites. I'm trying to think if I have any other favorites. I'm a really avid reader, and so I'm going to try to give one book that I would really recommend at the end of all my monthly favorites videos. And for this month, the book that has really inspired and touched me is the Steve Jobs biography. And I just think that Walter Isaacson did a really great job at portraying an objective view of Steve Jobs, and he's borderline psychotic, but a brilliant genius, and I just really love how he's at the intersection of humanities and science, and the book does a really fabulous job at making you realize how, he was just the greatest artist, designer, but at the same time so technologically advanced and such a nerd, you know? So it was really fun to read, and I'm definitely going to read it again. I think it's probably one of my first biographies that I've gotten through this quickly, and just very inspiring. So if you guys are interested in that, if you're in the tech industry, if you're just interested in Steve Jobs, I'm sure you own not MAC Cosmetics, but MAC Apple products, and I would really recommend that book. And yeah, so those are my monthly favorites, and I will speak to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this series, and I will be doing one for May also. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.